The main reason I'm really making this sort of introduction video here is because, hello, all right. The main reason I'm really making this video is because, morning, is because I went to the doctor for a checkup the other day. Oh, I should have been going every year. It's my first checkup in an awful long time. 5, 6, 7 years. Everything that shouldn't have been high was high, and I mean everything. I'm not even going to go into it too much. Every single thing was wrong. I mean, the main things were good. The lungs were good, the heart was good. All the major diseases I didn't have, or I don't have. But everything else is pretty bad. It's probably the least surprising news in history when I went and got this news, because honestly, since I gave up cigarettes about 2 years ago, all I've been doing is eating takeaways. And this year, actually 2021, I've probably had a minimum of 7 takeaways a week, full of salt, full of sugar. So I've got to cut down on sugar, I've got to cut down on poultry, otherwise I'm on the way to gout. I've got to cut down on carbs, sweet drinks, sugary drinks, puddings. He said, yeah, you are a man that likes desserts. He's not wrong. So anyway, here I am in the bike park this morning. I'll do a lap or two, 4.2 kilometre lap. I'll do 1 or 2 and then maybe do something later, but I've got to exercise every day. So the point is, this whole long drawn out choose life intro is really that. Choose to live. It did have a different thing when I made it, but now it's choose to live, or choose to continue being a fat lazy slob who sits on the sofa too much, feeding his every desire. Yeah, I haven't stopped myself eating anything in my entire life. So anyway, I went to Macro yesterday. I spent about 8,000 baht, just under 8,000 baht. I bought olive oils and beans and pulses and lots of lean steak, because baby steps. My biggest thing is processed food, salt and sugar, or sugar and processed food. So first thing for me is to get rid of those, especially the processed food, and put some good fats back into my diet. So out goes all takeaways, because they use bad oil that isn't good for you. I'm not going to get too technical, but watch this space. I plan to go from 107 kilos, which I am now, 194 centimeters, to 90 kilos within the next 3 months. I'm not going to do this in a gym. We're going to do loads of fitness videos. What I will do is give you a few adventure videos. I'll get fit, do a bit of jungle hiking, a bit of climbing, and see where we get on. Anyway, I chose life, as you know, and now, today, I'm choosing life again. Slightly different again this time, but we must constantly reinvent ourselves, especially as we get older. So I've chosen life. Let's get on with it. This is what it's like early in the morning in the Bangkok suburbs. I know if you're in Lumpini Park now, it's about 6:50 a.m, 10 to 7 for the old school. It's gonna be absolutely rammed, but here we are, in East Bangkok, on the in the outer suburbs, and this is what I have to deal with in the mornings if I do want to exercise. Look, yeah. Screw the gym, screw organised sports and everything like that for now. I'm just going to get out in the open and enjoy myself. Join me. And anyone that knows me knows that one burger was never enough. You know, 5 bits of fried chicken were never enough. I always used to use the excuse, because I've always had a fast metabolism, always skinny. I used to say something like, well, it's a long way for it to hit me feet, isn't it? But pretty much since I gave up cigarettes, my metabolism has changed to that of a normal person, and it turns out if you eat at least 7 takeaways a week, well, you don't know what's going in the food, sugar, salt, fat, then turns out that's not particularly good for you. Crisps, fizzy drinks, sweets, chocolate, donuts, fried chicken, it's all got to go. By the end of it, I'll be up there pumping a BMX track down there and doing loop the loops. So loop the loop, I sound like about 90. Anyway, I mean to get active. I should add that cool season has arrived, and I for one this year intend to make the most of it, because it never really lasts that long. So whether we get 3 days or 3 weeks this year, I'm going to be outside every single day enjoying it. Come with. Peak time of day here. I will get rid of this visceral fat in the name of Santa. Satan. In the name of Satan. No, that's not right, is it? In the name of God. Jesus. Lord Shiva. Oh. In the name of fat, middle-aged people everywhere, I'm going to do this for you guys. And this right here is the reason you won't find me moaning too often. I remember the days of getting up in the morning, -3 degrees, wind chill factor -16, trying to get the ice and the snow and everything off the car, whilst trying to warm your hands up and get yourself ready to go to work. But luckily, it is winter now. It's been winter for about a week. And all that really means is, I could joke about it and say, look, the only season we have here in Thailand are hot season, very hot season, and very hot and wet season. But yeah, winter is typically the dry season, blue skies, and temperatures 2 or 3 degrees cooler than usual. Sure, it's still like a rather warm European summer, but it's fantastic. It means I can do this walk and I'm 3/4 of the way round and I've only just started sweating. During hot season or any other season, I'm sweating by the time I get out of the car. So happy days. Next 3 months, 90 kilos. Watch this space.